what I find very strange about my situation is that I was born on April 4th, 4 years after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So I'm always in the spirit of what King stood for and what he continues to stand for. What I want to talk to y'all today about is being keepers of the dream. And the people in this room, us, and the people that we take this message to, which is our friends and family, it's so very important that we understand and have a really strong idea of what our dream is. Now, sometimes our dream is just something for ourselves. It's just something simple like, I want a particular kind of car, or some kind of clothing, some kind of gadget, or a particular kind of person in my life. And that is a dream for a lot of us, to have what we want. Then there's another level of dreaming, where you dream that people will conduct themselves in a way that will be beneficial to you. I wish my mama loved me. Or wish my family understood me. I wish my boss wasn't so mean, or my teacher didn't treat me so differently than everybody else. I wish my neighbors wasn't so loud. That's the second part of the dream. Then there's a third part of the dream. Third way of dreaming, that we dream the world to be a way. And that's a totally different type of dream because it makes you responsible. You want the world to be a certain way. The power to change the world boils down to the power to change yourself. If you wish that you weren't judged on what kind of car you were driving, then you got to conduct yourself in that way. You can't say, I wish the world wouldn't judge me on what type of car I'm driving, and at the same time wish for a certain kind of car. Those two dreams can't coexist. So when you look at a person like Dr. Martin Luther King, who said, I wish the world would be at one. I wish that everybody was on equal playing field. He set out to change himself, to be equal in his movements, in his language, in the way he interacted with everybody, even those that abused him. Now, when I was a shorty, I looked and said, man, how did he say he loved him and he throwing rocks at him and spitting in his face? Well, he said his dream was for everybody to be equal, so he treated everybody the same. The good, the bad, the ugly. Those that loved him, he treated them the same way that those that hate him. It's a hard thing to do. That's the third stage of the dream, though. That's the part where you are responsible for the change you want to see. No? No best friend? No best friend? What about you?
No.
You? No? No best friend? You? I got a best friend. I got a best friend. We've been best friends since he was 7 years old. He drove directly across the street from me. And he just got out of jail December 19th. Again, for maybe 12th time, maybe 20th time, I'm not sure. My best friend on the planet. And when I think about how mad I am at him all the time, every time, our kids done grew up together. I done helped raise his children. Been there for his mama every time he get locked up and sent to jail or the penitentiary. This is my best friend in the world. I travel, I'm my third passport, I've been all over the world. But my best friend, keep going to jail. Shoplifting, armed robbery, home invasion, drugs, automobile citations, automobile theft. My best friend in the world. Now, I realized something this last time I talked to him. He's not my best friend. I'm his best friend. If you break down what best means, the best. I mean, out of all the goods, this is the greatest one. I'm his greatest friend. I have the most to offer him. I can help him. I'm best in position to help him. So I'm his best friend, but he's not my best friend. So, what would Dr. King say about that? What would Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. say about being somebody's friend? He said, no greater love has a man to live than to lay down his life for a friend. If I can't reach Mikey, if I can't reach Mike, then my greatness is overshadowed by my fear. So the first thing King got over was his fear. Let me tell you, plain, so you think of things about fear. Fear will cause you to be hateful. Fear will cause you to be mean, distrustful, disloyal, disingenuous. Fear will cause you to analyze a person and look at their weaknesses. Fear will cause you to not change the things that you don't like about yourself. Fear will keep you from upgrading. Fear will keep you from being successful in anything in your life. How many people say, I want to be with their friends with them, but they might not like me. I would be cool with them, but they might not like me. You go from that to, they think they better than me. So now you're thinking for who? Them. Not thinking for yourself. Because fear is very dangerous. Fear is what makes you move from a standpoint of weakness. Fear makes you move like you're weak. But also fear is natural. Fear is natural. Crying is natural. Sleeping is natural. But are you always crying? No. Are you always sleeping? No. Fear comes in at a certain point and it's supposed to be removed. You have to remove fear yourself. So do you think that Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was fearful when he looked at the world and said, these people hate me, they want to kill me? He experienced fear. Yeah, he experienced fear. He experienced it, but then got past it. And once you're not afraid, it allows you to open yourself up because you're not afraid anymore. He gave a speech and said, it don't matter much what happened to me now. It don't matter. He overcame fear. He had already been overcoming it. Every day when it show up, he battled it and broke it down. To take those marches, to say we're not giving you no more money. The voice boycott was more than about not riding the bus. It was a financial thing, and people don't play with their money. People don't play about money. He said, we're not going to give, y'all not going to get no money from black people. None. Because we could cry and pray and beg a lot. When I say y'all ain't getting no money from me, folks are ready to kill me. They ain't like that. So they came to their senses and said, well, what we got to do? We got to get the money from the people. Of course he was scared. Of course fear showed up. Fear showed with me every day. I don't think I had a day in my life where I ain't had fear come talk to me and say, well, don't talk to them because they gonna treat you this way and look at what you're wearing, they ain't gonna like that. Did they say anything to me? No. That's me. My fear talking to me. In Star Wars, Episode 1. Anybody see that? You see Star Wars Episode 1? Mm-hmm. Luke Skywalker, he was a little boy, came before the Jedi Council. The these are the most powerful people in that particular universe. The Jedi, they use the Force and all that. They got things called lightsabers and stuff. They said, Yoda said, much power has this one, but much fear has this one. And fear leadeth to the dark side. Fear leads to the dark side. Fear leads to all the bad things that exist inside of us. Fear is the thing that brings them all out. Fear is what separates us from the things we want. Fear separates us from the things that we love, and worse, the things that we need. Fear won't let you get to them. Fear is a wall thicker than this. When I was coming up in school, we didn't have much money and stuff. And I had a boy that I was afraid of. And he was a tough guy. Everybody knew that he could fight. He took karate classes. He had nice clothes. And his father and mother would bring him lunch to the school from hoagie places and stuff. I didn't know what a hoagie was. And he was very comfortable with himself. And I started to talk to my uncles, and then they told me about getting over my fear. But he knew karate, though. He was tough, and everybody liked him. And, you know, he was short and cute, and all the girls liked him. And they didn't like me so much because I didn't have the right clothes. I didn't know the right language to use, and I didn't look at the same TV shows they looked at. So I was an outsider. So as I got over my fear, every day, I did something to prove to myself who I was, who I wanted to be. And one day, our class went on a trip to the movie theater. I bought a big bucket of popcorn. My grandma gave me some money. I bought the biggest bucket I could get of popcorn. And they were sitting in front of me, and they kept turning around getting some popcorn. I told them that's enough. So he turned around and knocked it out my hand. Now you gotta understand, everybody in the classroom was his friend. All the girls liked him. I stood up and I said, "You sapsucker." He said, "What?" I said, "You heard me." I said, "When you get back to school, it's me and you." He said, "Okay, that's what you want." I said, "That's exactly what I want." I picked my popcorn up. I didn't know karate. I was 9 or 10 years old. But I'm not gonna let fear give me what I didn't want, which is the treatment, the negative treatment that I was receiving, because the human can't grow with that. Now, when I was young, I didn't know that I was taking up for everybody in the class that was also scared, and that they would go around taking their candy and stuff. I didn't even see that part. So I could only look at me at 9 or 10 years old, what I wanted, and my pain and my suffering. I didn't see what was going on with everybody else, really. But as we went to the bus to go back to school, everybody said, "Man, Malik, I can't wait till you beat Cobra up." I'm like, "Man, everybody's on my..." I thought everybody was on his team. I thought everybody in the classroom loved him. Come to find out, only maybe out of the 30 kids, maybe only 5 of them really were his friends at all. They were, guess what? Also bullies and elitists and the overprivileged and the self-righteous and all these different things. So we got to school, and I kept focused on what I wanted, which was him to stop treating me like that. I stopped wanting to be his friend. I thought if I was his friend, he wouldn't treat me poorly. But that wasn't going to change anything. I became cool with him, getting popular. He still treated me badly. So what I wanted now was for him to stop the negative treatment of me.